I do Southern inspired cuisine. People call it soul food. I don't call it soul food because I do a take of a little bit of everything and then I just put the soul in it. So that's why I call it Southern inspired. The essential things that you would need for a catered event from the client's perspective would be knowing exactly what cuisine you want, knowing if you have any dietary restrictions that you need to adhere to, knowing how your guests eat. And I say that because people always say, I want a lunch event. And I'm like, so is this family or friends? And they're like, what do you mean? When you have family over, you know who's that greedy uncle and he's going to eat a lot. But when you have friends over, you may not be too sure. But when it's a work event, you want to always have a little bit extra because you don't know the person. Now, if it's just the office staff, then you kind of know how they eat. But if you're doing a fundraiser event, you might want to beef it up a little bit. Essential things that a caterer needs to have is making sure you have the right transport. Making sure that you can keep the food hot and or cold. So that means from equipment, from you having a hot box or having a cooler or having a stand tower that you can transport the food to, that it will not have spillage, that it will show up on time and intact. My biggest challenge has been capital. When your business is dependent upon clients who pay either in advance or have large events and now you're subject to, you don't know what's going to walk in your door or you don't know what phone call you might get. Now trying to find capital to keep the business afloat with the small orders that you are getting, because you're getting things, but they're very small. You're getting somebody needs a cake for their home. Somebody wants Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving has 5 people. So that is not enough to sustain the business. So you're like, what do I do? Let's go look for capital. Capital has been hard because I don't fit some criteria for some of the grants that are out here. And because of the length of my business and the breadth of what I've done, some of the even supposed to be selected programs I don't fit into. I would tell anyone who has a passion for going into catering to still follow their passion. But I would tell them to do their homework. The landscape has changed. It's not what it used to be. You can't just set up shop per se anywhere or even have the word of mouth thing get it for you. Because if you have a specific vision for your company, you need to figure out what lanes you can go in now in this era. There are certain things that you most definitely want to sit down and talk to the city about for licensing and what can be done, because there's different tiers to everything now when it used to didn't be. So I would want them to do their homework and find out the type of catering, what lane they actually living in, and how can they best present it to the city for licensing, to an insurance company to get the proper insurance they need, and to whatever venues they're thinking about working with. Because now you're selling yourself to everyone but in their specific lane. Before you just showed up and said, I'm a caterer and this is what I do. Now you have to tell your insurance company, I'm going to do some outdoor events that may have me putting up tents. You have to basically break down every last facet of your business and what you think you may do. Otherwise, the insurance that you have doesn't cover you. Back in the day, you used to just say, hey, this is what I think my food is worth. You can't do that now, not with the skyrocketing prices of food. So how I price my food is that I actually go and sit down once I grocery shop and I look at all the items that was purchased. That's 1. 2, I look at everybody that's around me that does similar cuisine and what they're doing, because market dictates what happens. And from there, I break a middle ground. I also take into account the neighborhood that I'm in and the medium amount of money that comes through this area. So some things I may price a little lower than what they should be, but the other things actually take care of it because it's not a loss leader, so to say, but it does balance out when I actually do the market research that way.